How are you guys? Hey YouTube fam. Okay, so I'm like in my mom's workplace in our office right now, so I get to have the office to myself, and so you'll be seeing like some books and all that. Yeah, basically. So I actually thought I should record now, and I'm kind of redoing this video. Basically, I did this one time, but I lost some of the videos, so I'm like redoing it for better. We're going to be talking about, first we're gonna kind of like refocus or take our focus to a movie, Come Away. Who has watched Come Away? Who are Come Away people? I'm not gonna start giving you guys gist on Come Away at the moment, but if you haven't, you should check it out. It's a good movie. You can take some lessons from it and all that. It's a fantasy adventure movie. So one time I was online going through the reviews, and I saw this review by Hobbit Hope something. Sorry, I'm not getting the name, but I'm going to put the name on the screen. And it was talking about how fairy tales enchant us so much that sometimes we forget that these are not just sparkly dreams, but actually daring and brave adventures. Now, that's what he was trying to say, and he said other things, but that part really captured my attention. My own understanding of this review basically is the fact that a lot of people, they live lives thinking, oh, they will not be able to achieve these certain things, or they will not be able to become this certain way or be like this. So people will just be looking at other people's lives and I'm like, oh my god, wow, they get to achieve their dreams, they can climb the ladder, and just keep wondering, oh, when will I get there, and everything. Oh, is that possible? I mean, my family is this, my culture is this, my experiences won't let me get to this and all that. But hey, hold up. Now back to the quote. It says that yes, some people see fairy tales as dreams. Guess what? Fairy tales are daring and brave adventures. Now, for something to be an adventure, it means that you're actually walking it. You're like inside of it. So, for example, if I say I had this adventurous time in London, it's because I was in London experiencing it. Fairy tales kind of can be real. Well, everybody has their own different definitions of fairy tales. Some people's fairy tale is to finally, for example, be this doctor. Some people's fairy tales just to express themselves more and everything. So everybody has like their own kind of fairy tale. But there are people that feel like, oh, they can't achieve that. But hey, it says these are daring and brave adventures. It means that you have to put yourself out there. It means that you have to tell yourself you're going to soar through the storm. It means that you're trying to tell yourself that you're seeing the challenges, we're going to go through the challenges. It means you're telling yourself that a lot of people around you may not be in support of it, but because you believe so much in those dreams, in those ideas, in those things that God has put inside of you, it means like you're going to fight for it and make sure it works, right? So that's what it means, like daring and brave adventures. It basically also means being like Queen Esther when she said, if I die, I die. She had this dream that, or she believed with Mordecai that, it's possible for the Jews, the Jewish people to get free and to stop living their lives being scared of death and all that. So she was like, if I die, I die. I'm going to go to the king. We want to accomplish something. There are going to be challenges, there are going to be risks to be taken, but what we just look at it and we're like, we're going for it, we're going to climb this mountain, we're going to close our eyes and take this daring and crazy adventure of life. Basically, that's how life is. You keep going, and then before you know, what was planted in you gets to start growing and all that. It kind of takes me back to me as a young girl. I know when I was young, I used to like write stories. I used to draw. Yeah, I used to draw like mermaids and all. Like they were literally good, and then finally getting to med school, my 100 level, and so I was just like one person that people knew. I'm always under my net in my room reading my books and all that, until later on I started coming out and you know, taking more responsibilities, being a leader and all that by the grace of God. So, but I can remember during the COVID-19 time, literally like my best year, because it was a year of dreams. It was a year of making dreams come true. It was a year of like fairy tales coming to reality for me, basically. Though these are things I didn't really think I could do. During the COVID-19 time, I know it was a very scary time, but for me, I was very happy, building myself, learning so much, staying with God, being with family, and I was totally single, minding my business, you know. But so it was a very beautiful time, and I realized that staying with God made me dream more. I started dreaming more. I saw myself having a YouTube channel, and I got one. Look at me, I'm in YouTube now. I'm a YouTuber. And then I also saw myself having a blog, and I started creating a blog. Now, if you know me, I ain't a tech person. So I started by myself. I had some money saved up, and I started the blog. I already did it from the scratch. Just paid to get the domain name and all this stuff. Then I come back at 400 level, and bye-bye to my beautiful dreams. And I'm just really grateful to be back again to dreaming. I'm also very grateful to be reawakened, right? To be reawakened. Reawakening means that you are like coming out from a state of inactivity. Obviously, those years were very inactive for me, but last year I give God the glory. In 2022, I felt God telling me to come back to YouTube, right? Because when I came back 400 level, I was just like focused on medical school. I was focused on being a leader. I was focused on doing this and that. Like, oh, this is what I can see in front of me, so I'm going to just focus on it, right? Forgetting that there's so much that was inside of me. The creative part of me was just inside of me, waiting to be unlocked. So that was how it was. And now I'm back to YouTube, and I'm so grateful for the blog. I'm not very sure when I'll be back again, but let's see. I'm going to read a verse for you before I close. I really love the verse. Like, it's beautiful. So Genesis 1:27-28. Okay, and it says, so I'm reading from a book. I wrote it down in the book, and it says, God created human beings. He created them to be godlike, reflecting God's nature. He created them male and female, not female with male, male and female, independent human beings. God blessed them. Prosper, reproduce, fill the earth, take charge, be responsible for fishes in the sea and birds in the air, for every living thing that moves on the face of the earth. Hallelujah. Okay, just imagine this great God telling you, reproduce, fill the earth, take charge. He told what? Male and female, an individual and another individual. The male gender and the female gender. He told us to reproduce, to just be, to rule the world. It's such a beautiful mandate. But the part I want us to focus on for this video is the fact where he said in 27, God created human beings. He created them God-like, reflecting God's nature. Now, guess what? God is a creator. I mean, that's what we call God. Like, God, the creator of the heavens and the earth and all that. So, if he created human beings reflecting his nature, it means that he created us to be creators, right? If God is a creator, we are creators. So, I just want us to, I think it's something that I'm getting to see. I always tell people, I'm not going to be locked up in this medical business. I'm not just going to be a medical doctor. There's so much that God has put in me. There's so much I can do with my life, right? But sometimes I get to discover these things in the place of prayer, in the place of being more observant of who I am, who I really am. If God is a creator, you're a creator. It means that there's something inside of you that is waiting to be created. It's amazing, you know. It's amazing. It means that there's this very dust you have. It means that you can still keep dreaming. It means that you are not just locked up being a medical person, a lawyer, a this or that, or you know, whatever. Culture says this is who I am, so I'm going to be what culture says I am. My experiences say this is who I am. Hey, you know, boo, you are made for more. Life is beautiful. We can make fairy tales come alive. We need to stop neglecting that it's very possible to be very happy, to be very excited about life, to be very optimistic. We need to stop that. We need to be more expectant about life. We need to be more dreamy, and not just dreamy, not just dreaming, but making it come alive. Okay, so another advice is for those that have their dreams. There's some people that were dreaming before, they were trying to make it a reality, and all of a sudden negative thoughts, people, family, education has stopped you. But I'm here to say, hey, go get back to dreaming, reawaken those dreams. Okay, you are more than you think you have. You have capacity. Okay, you're reminded to let you know that you're called, you're anointed, and you're unique. Okay, so do you, be creative, and have fun.